Hello, Aries. Welcome to the Power of Three, your general monthly reading for June 2025. To what you need to know. My name's Amber. If you're new, or if you're not, you just were unaware of that. Um, some changes this month. There will be no word from the Holy Spirit. I don't know when that will return. Um, I was made mindful that people probably are not aware that I have and do procedures of sage burning on my decks, and I have Palo Santo sticks. I just don't do that on camera. So what I was moved to do was start using a spray on my hand, which is white sage and Palo Santo spray. Now, I'm super sensitive to smells and stuff. It's very nice. It's strong. So I had to water it down because the first reading I was like gagging. I had it up my nose and everything. So I'm just gonna start putting that on my hands every time. Nobody said anything. I just am making you aware that I do that. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is what you need to know. Here we go from the Holy Spirit. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe you to receive them, and you shall have them. Like almost like picture it. Okay? Visualize it, kind of the way he is there. It's not there yet, but you'll get there. Visualize how you want it. Have faith, ask, be open to receive, visualize. So what we're doing this month, Aries is reading from the Kuan Yin Oracle for your, overall energy. For the sign of Aries, please, for their highest good. Thank you to the Holy Spirit, my guides and teachers, for being here with Aries, June 2025. You got nectar of the lotus. Again, I'm just picking up a heavy energy off what I just said. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe you'll receive them and you shall have them. Nectar of the lotus. Now let's see, it's card number 20. Um, let's see what that message is. There you go. The Divine Mother wishes that those who are meant to feed others be well fed too. Your devotion to helping others as the effect of squeezing the cosmic heart chakra of the Divine Mother. From her heart drips nectar, sweet, sustaining, life affirming energy that feeds you and allows you to nourish many souls. Like a sacred chalice that overflows when you are full, well, vital, the feeding of others happens effortlessly. You are guided to be fed now, fed with divine nectar from the heart of the mother. Hmm. Let's see what's going to come out to support that, Aries, because that can spread out into any avenue that you wish. So let's see what comes out for the supporting energy. This is the sign of the time oracle. Oh, okay. Evil eye protection. Now, I think this just kind of is like an overall broad spectrum of negative things that when you are well fed, that could be not only just food, but spirituality, um, knowledge, protection from the elements, everything. When you're well fed, you can feed others in whatever way they need. It's kind of being that all-seeing evil eye protection for others, whether it's, like I say, the basic necessities or something much deeper. I think you're being prepared. This is the housewife carol that we're using for the main spread this month. The sign of Aries, what do they need to know? Please. Four of Swords. Well fed, well nurtured. Meditation. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them and you shall have them. I'm trying to maintain that outlook because it doesn't always happen overnight, does it? One's already sticking out. Seven of Swords. Betrayal. A lot of times, these are the people that you want to help. Okay, and you can feel stabbed in the back. People will take and show no appreciation. Maybe even lie on your ass. I don't know. Um, Others, this is, sometimes people end up in hard times because other people betray them. They trust the wrong people, and the next thing you know, they have nothing. No way to retrieve it back. You know how it applies, it's general, okay? So I think this is just trying to be that broad spectrum under that evil eye of protection. Um, but they're asking you to draw your attention to this isn't just a spa thing. Do you see the radiation around her head? I can say there's a lot more going on inside that head than just a mud pack and some cucumbers on the eyes to get rid of the swelling. Why is the swelling there? Because you're tired? Because, maybe it's hard to keep going because you feel betrayed when you're just trying to help. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you will shall receive them and you shall have them. So obviously you don't have them yet. Judgment. How much is too much to give? When is it too much where you have nothing and they have everything? Let's keep this thing weighed out. Like you can see how there's a line down the middle of the scale and she's standing on one side and there's nothing on the other. That's the judgment here. There's an imbalance here. And of course they're using a nice juicy piece of beef there to get the point across. Three of Cups. I just feel a sense of sharing and caring with others with this. Normally, this could be, sitting down to a meal and communicating with others over some drinks or whatever. But you might be just sharing those drinks with others because they don't have it. Maybe they have little ones and they can't feed them. Six of Pentacles behind that. I'm some people get everything and they don't even deserve it, and others don't even get access to delicious baked goods and snacks like this. So yeah, it's very unbalanced. Okay. Aries, I'm going to clarify for you with the Gilded Tarot. So obviously what you need to know right now is just to visualize and believe that things are going to be the way you have been praying for them to be, asking for them to be. Power in you. So you are getting the nectar of the lotus at this time. So you will be, it's like filled up again, replenished. Four of Swords. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you shall receive them and you shall have them. And maybe that's for all this dark, demonic, evil, lying act, out to get you energy that's coming from every which way but loose these days. This is what you desire, to turn it off, to get rid of it, to make things balanced, to make things fair for people. Or, like it's not like people, it's just you want to share and make sure that people are fed and have what they need. And you're being given what you need so that you can do that. Seven of Swords. It hangs you up a bit. You're human, okay? sometimes you have to pause again, like this, and say to yourself, why do people have to be like that? When you're just trying to help, you're just trying to make things good again for people. Even if you can only do so much, Aries. You're not going to be able to heal everybody in the whole world forever. You can only do your part. And for whatever reason, a lot of people don't appreciate it at all. They they'll take it and stab you in the back just as quick as look at you. So it does make you pause. Judgment. Under judgment. Two of Wands. Well, do I keep doing it this way or do I veer off and do something different? Maybe you're being guided to go to the left. I say that just because I see the birds and how it's the brighter sky. Um, but again, essentially, it's up to you, whatever way you're being guided. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you shall receive them and you shall have them. Maybe for some of you, it's an answer on which path to take at this point under judgment. Because the hangman's here under the seven of swords. Maybe the seven of swords needs to be considered a little more. Maybe things are getting to a dangerous level where you're putting yourself in danger for people that don't even appreciate you showing up there to help them. You know what I mean? Like, say you show up, I'm just going to give you an example. I've actually seen people do this online. So, say you show up in your truck, and you've got, some water and some sandwiches or some, I don't know, whatever that you can easily pass out to people who need a meal, that maybe need whatever, right? Whatever you've got there. And instead of taking it and saying thank you, they knock you in the head and steal your truck and everything in it. So nobody gets nothing but them. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe things are getting that bad that you have to, you know what I mean? Like nobody's intending for you to end up like that. So if things are getting that bad, that's why this is, it's time to do this and it's time to maybe figure out that if what you're doing, even though it's the right thing, isn't balancing things out right now the way you want them and the way you intended them, which just explains this, the Holy Spirit's message. That's why you're standing there, judgment, pausing here, because it's hard to know what to do next and what path to go down if you know what you were doing is the right thing, and yet it's it's literally stopped you because there's so much freaking of this. So let's see what's at the bottom. Yeah, what do I do now? What do I do next? Which path do I go down? Look, which path do I go down? Like with hands there. I don't know at this point. You need guidance. And it's going to come from within. Just believe. Visualize while you're standing there making that decision. You're not literally standing there, but in whatever path, how do I say this? One of those paths is actually in your head, in your vision. So kind of allow them to connect. Don't let your ego decide. Allow it to be more spiritual, more 5D. Close your eyes and feel which decision would connect it to your vision of how you wanted it to turn out. Hope that makes sense. So I realize that this, I don't know, this is we're gonna extra clarify. That's what we've always called it here. But it is kind of more of advice, isn't it? Got your read, you got your message, you got your clarifiers here, but it is really more advice. Maybe we'll start calling it that, but I haven't called it that. One more sign and the generals are done, so it's a little late in the game this month, but You follow me, Aries. Maybe you're actually need some specific advice here. And that's why they're calling it that. Three of Swords and Judgment at the bottom. We haven't shuffled yet, but we will. Nectar of the Lotus with Evil Eye Protection. Ooh, a lot came out here. Okay. We got the Victory card, which is good. We got Strength and some Strength, which is what's coming from the Nectar of the Lotus. But yet still, you find yourself like this. And the Hangman energy, wondering which direction to take now. Okay, the Devil reversed under the Four Swords. That's what you're envisioning. That's what you want. That's your vision. Devil reversed under the Four Swords. Like I said, make this decision of which way to go, left or right, and really just let your intuition decide in the 5D with your vision of how you want this to be, believing that you'll receive it and have it that way. Listen to your intuition because it might be guiding you to do the opposite of what your 3D ego is telling you to do about this problem. Hangman under the Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Um, this is Earth energy. It could be you, Aries. It really, really could because we all embody all the elements. But this is about your finances too. Like, let's just say that scenario that I used happened. That's really gonna hit you hard in the pocket. Okay. And because I don't know how, like, would you get another one? I guess insurance companies are weird. I don't know. Maybe you just got it. Um, maybe you're not financially stable enough, but this says that you are, or you're conscious of being financially stable. But that doesn't mean that maybe you can afford a new vehicle. So maybe your vehicle, you've been trying to really take good care of it and maintain it and keep it going. Because if you ever lost it, you wouldn't be able to maybe afford right now to replace it. Follow me? I don't know. Take that how it may apply for you. It's about money. And this is why you're stopped. This is why you're in the hangman because under the Seven of Swords. You can't, if that's how it's going to be, you really got to think this more of a grounded, financial, logical perspective. Two of Wands under Judgment. It is overwhelming, like I said. The reason this is what you don't know what to do at this time is because you were doing the right thing. Sometimes things are just so shitty. There is nothing anybody can say except what this message has been saying to you that you're going to be, you know that you've got a lot to give, you can do this, but it's got to be done differently. It's got to be done in a more protected way with this evil eye protection. That includes you too, my friend. Okay? I know you're trying to protect others and help them, but you have to protect yourself. So you know that this energy is here for you now, but you have to visualize it. And like I say, you are in a hiatus of making a decision of shifting things somehow. So I really, really hope that this message helps you with that. But just try it that way, okay? With your intuition that's here, try instead of deciding out of an ego 3D decision based on what happened, because it's almost pushing you out of your vision. That's why I'm saying to try it in a different way and visualize yourself here like this. Okay, where you can actually see the two paths in front of you, which you probably can because you're sitting there going, do I continue down that where I just was? Or do I make a new path, which I have no freaking idea where or what, right? But try to base it on this. You're here now and it's all rocky and you want to be over there. That's how it was supposed to be. However it is over there, you can't see the whole view. But in your mind, you can. Hang on to that and almost do like a prayer meditative state of connecting that vision and just see which path lights up in your mind's eye. All right, bottom of the deck. Things are going to move. They are going to change. Like it's brought in swift movement because you probably narrowly got out of that situation. So you quickly shifted right out of the whole mindset for now because it probably freaked you out. Whatever happened. And again, I gave you a scenario, but take that how it may apply for you in your life with a similar energy like this. Closing out with the daily angel guidance oracle to give you a message that you need the most for what you need to know is take away from that reading and close this energy out safely. Thank you so much. Again, to my guides, chiefs, and the Holy Spirit for being here with Aries for their highest good. Please give them the message they need. Entrepreneur. Even though this isn't a money making thing, you still are the creator of it. It's your vision. It's how you want to help the world. And each individual that you come across that needs some sort of help and support at this time. You feel like that's why you're here. Be an angel of light. Let's see what this says. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. Henceforth, why, you've got your lotus flower here, your nectar of the lotus, you've got victory and strength. Okay, you got that? See that? What came through while I was reading this, Aries, is that's going to be the solution. Instead of you just going out in your own vehicle, you need to turn it into a little bit of a business so that you've got other people there with you. You've got a name to it so that there's maybe some insurance and tied to it so they know you're doing that. It doesn't have to be like a big money making business, but if you turn it into something official, they're saying, so that you're protected because the insurance company will know that you're putting yourself and your vehicle in this kind of positions, so on and so forth. As an example, that is a way to shift this path where you can still, because it's connected to your vision. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. Just doing it the way you've been doing it isn't bringing it to light. It's putting you in danger. So, the entrepreneur, we'll just leave that with you. However you work that out is however you work that out. But seriously, and I genuinely wish that this message of what you needed to know helps you with what you need to know. And this channel and me, we just need you to hit the like button before you leave. It's free and it takes a microsecond, not even. So, and subscribing, everything is free. It's given to you freely here from me. So, and I appreciate it so very much. Thank you to those who do that. and show up here. There's a handful of people that are here no matter what. There's a lot of people missing the last 2 months. I don't know what happened, but hopefully everybody comes back. Um, so Aries, until I see you again, good luck with this. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.